only on esportbf.com.
We are in the losers bracket first, and we are going to be checking out Existence versus Strangers with, is it either with or without Candy? It's with Candy, that's what it is. Different name. I don't think I've ever cast these guys before. Deuce, are these guys like, are they the throw together team, or are they like a legit team?
They're actually the old Fabe roster who left Fabe, so a little bit of drama. So if these guys meet, it's gonna be some good old drama. It's gonna be fun to watch.
Well, that is actually really funny. I love that. Okay, so we are going to be starting out here on Giant Shadow, and it does look like we are going to be seeing Strangers getting onto that B site. We'll be able to take it over for the most part. They have cleared off all of the infantry, which is definitely looking good. 4 tickets in the bag already, and yeah, this is also pretty interesting to note is that Existence is in the losers bracket right from the start, which was pretty insane to see. I know that you were kind of keeping up with it yesterday. Unfortunately, I was gone, could not see it. But is that something that you think they've fixed by today? You think we're going to be able to see them in the winners bracket?
I don't know. I think definitely have that motivation to get back up there. You know, they played really well in the qualifiers so far. I think getting to the finals in each one. So, you know, losing right away after preparing for months is kind of a disappointment, but hopefully they can bounce back.
Well, it does look like, unfortunately, we've already had a drop, which is definitely rare in Incursions, for Strangers here. They need to get their 5th in as soon as possible. But we are going to be seeing, at the moment, a good push coming in onto that B site. Does look like it is going to be able to get cleared up. Nope, not quite, as there's one last player. Penagro will be able to take him all out. And he's going to go ahead and secure that B house and going to be able to pick up one more there onto logs. So definitely looking good there for him as he's just mowing them down one by one. His players are going to be able to chase him out. Now, Existence, definitely a team that we have seen some big things happen out of throughout the past couple of weeks. Casting them, I would have to say we got to really look at Synergy. He has been one of the best fraggers on this team. Now, it does look like Bounce is not here, so that may be maybe one of the reasons as to why they weren't showing up as good previously yesterday. But we are going to be seeing his replacement, Ezio, taking his spot. We'll see how well he's going to be able to do. It does look like that B site is finally going to be completely secured here, and that first set should be going down very, very soon. Well, no, actually, they did get on it just at the last second in order to cancel that out. And no, there it goes. So set number 1 will be going down for Existence, and we are going to be seeing, it looks like, possibly that B site going down into the favor of Strangers. 2 players here for Existence will be able to stop that burn for the time being. Both tanks, I believe, are still up. They're just going to be long-range shooting at each other. Nope, does look like the tank is down and out. For Strangers here. That may have been the player that was actually dropped. But this is definitely going to be a difficult match to play if you do not have all 5 players up and running. So we do see another push happening over here next to logs for Strangers. Penagro is going to be setting up on the other side. We do have a little bit of a flank potentially happening. Nope. Tank is going to go ahead and just stay exactly where he's at, get his splash damage down, and we'll be able to take him out. We are going to be seeing the coin here coming around the backside of that B house, as well as Spade. They do have a fairly decent line of sight here coming into that B site. And the medic will be able to first one in, takes down Bullseye.
Take the medical pouch.
And he's going to go ahead and back on up just a little bit, get some heals going down. But we will be seeing set number 2 just about going into the bag here. Unless we can see them burning this flag down very, very fast. They are definitely trying to do so, but the tank is creating a lot of splash damage here and will be forcing out these players off of that burn. Now, they still have managed to cancel out any kind of points captured onto that B site for the time being, but they still haven't been able to neutral it down. And so far, Strangers, while they are controlling the area, they are just not able to get things going in their favor so far. 8 tickets to 5 here for set number 2. You see Xanax will be setting up over at the hotel with Penagro. Probably going to be going in for a little bit of a push here onto this flank. There, we'll be able to get one spotted out. Takes a little bit of damage, not able to do anything else. Nobody there to really follow it up. Penegro is going to be coming back around the corner. He might have gotten the notion that he is weak. Does look like he will get taken care of. Penegro now making his way back over to that B site. Set number 2 has now gone into the bag. Nice pickup there onto the squad leader of the other team. That is definitely going to help in terms of keeping those players from respawning back in as close as possible to that B site. And it does look like if Penegro can get this kill onto B house, they should be able to pretty much secure B, but no, he does end up dying. eXz now going to be reinforcing as well as the rest of the team. Xanax is way on the flank here. And we'll see if he's going to able to do anything from this distance, if he's going to go ahead and populate hotel. Oh, he will be able to spot out one setting up on top of the tree. It does force him back, not getting the kill, but we do see the tanker finally getting on in, and that will help. And you gotta admit that it's pretty impressive that they have been able to keep it as close as they have been onto that B site, not getting pushed back to a potential 3 cap without having that tanker on their squad.
First aid, use it.
And we are going to be seeing Joe's, is it Joe's DeCoin? How do we say that, Deuce?
I would say Jose, but I don't know.
Jose DeCoin?
Yeah.
All right,
that's
we'll
what I would
that.
assume it is.
Jose DeCoin. Setting up right now in B house. He's playing pretty passive. I like this so far. And they will be able to get control of that B site, starting to get some tickets into their favor. They already have one set. We'll see if they're going to be able to tie it up here in just a few seconds. So this is not looking too good here for eXz. If they were able to have that big of an advantage with the other team's tank not being on the board, it's still not able really to push them off that B site. Not really looking too good, but we'll see how they are going to be faring. The support kits are pushing the tanks back, so I definitely like the use of the support kits. And we are going to be seeing Xanax back on the flank once again. Ezio, or Ezio, Zio, Ezio. Did I say it right the first time?
Yeah, for once you didn't, you butchered it.
All right.
So.
Well, I butchered it later on, trying to figure out if I said it right the first time. So, Ezio is over here on the flank with Xanax. I want to see if Xanax is going to be able to pick up this frag. He's coming around the corner. We'll be able to get that first kill. See if they can sweep around back behind. They have managed to clear off the majority of the players now onto this B site. Xanax is going to be waiting in for his teammates to go ahead and follow it up. He needs to make the push here pretty soon before that tank and more reinforcements can actually get in onto the flag. And it does look like that the 4th set will be going over into the favor if they get this kill. Nice pickup there. That will be Xanax going down. And I love the use of the incendiaries, being able to force them out of those positions. Synergy is now going to be back up as well. We do see Penegro trying to get a couple of mortar strikes down onto that B site. He will be able to pick up at least one. But right now, Spade is looking so good as he has been able to put 3 up onto the board. Still with his control onto that B site. Already 4 tickets in to this 5th set. As Stranger's looking really, really good. We do see Ezio now, or Ezio, getting a little bit aggressive onto that B site. He's going to have a fantastic flank route here, or flank spot in this house. Only able to do a little bit of damage on a couple of those players. Not really all that great. Would have liked to get at least 1 kill, but he knows they're going to be pushing back around. We'll be able to pick up the assist onto 1. And this is looking like B-side should go over into the favor here of eXz. And we are running into some crazy lag here, guys. I do apologize for that. But hopefully it is going to pass by and we will be all okay. There you go. Finally, Ezio getting a little bit aggressive around that corner. We'll be able to pick up at least 1. Spade is still going to be back by that B house. Mortars are doing a massive amount of damage over here next to logs. They will be forcing them out of position. They need to go ahead and get some heals going down. But Ezio comes around the corner, does not spot out Spade. Spade will be able to get the kill, but now he's got 2 more players to have to contend with into that B house. Penegro is really showing some good game here. Something that he's kind of been off and on through the past cups that we have watched. And there we have it. Finally, that B site will be going into this favor of existence. After 2 very, very long sets. Now they need to make sure that they do stay alive. They cannot give up 3 deaths. And we have seen where that has hurt them quite a bit in the past. Does look like Ty will go down to SwC. SwC not spotting out the player to his left. Will go ahead and get cleaned up there. It is now 8-8 with the favor being inside existence here. They will be able to take that 2 flags. Give them that 5th and set. So far, Deuce, looking pretty close here for both of these teams. If we can get maybe one more set in here, or Strangers, that is definitely going to be a really fun second half.
Oh yeah, for sure, and they're really kind of struggling though, eXz on their favorable side. So, but I think the next half will be really interesting to see, you know, if eXz can come back essentially, or if they can, you know, kind of close it out.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Nade will be able to take down Penegro there. So that was unfortunate. He did pick up 2 frags there in that B side, so that was definitely good. Ezio will be able to take down 1 on that B side as well, stopping the majority burn coming in onto this site. Oh, logs from afar will be able to take him down. So far, still a pretty tight fight here onto this B site. No team really showing that massive dominance that we have kind of seen in the past. And Jose DeCoin trying to spot out a couple of these players through the cracks inside that B building. Not going to be able to spot anybody just yet. He's taking a lot of damage, though, from those mortars and the tank shells coming in. A lot of splash going down. He can hear those players on the other side. Will be able to get one. He does, and his teammate gets the second one. So we are going to be seeing a 3rd set going down. It is all tied up, 3-3. One more set before the half ends. And it is a very, very close game here. Ty is going to try and get a couple of shots in onto that tank. See if he can actually connect with any of them. Cryfax does have to go ahead and back on up. We are just seeing absolutely no aggression from either of these tanks. They are perfectly willing to sit back, let their teammates go in for all of the caps onto that B site, all of the kills as well, cleaning them up. He's just supporting them and making sure that they can clear out any positions that could potentially be power. And we are going to be seeing a pretty heavy flank coming down here from SwC. As he is going to be able to spot out at least 1. That's going to be Jose DeCoin going down. Gets the second one. That will be TIE Fighter. And the rest of his team will be pushing on in. As we see Xanax and Ezio able to get down to that B building. Xanax will be able to take down at least 1. B site now heavily in their favor. They will go ahead and get the burn. And I think they should be able to get this cap back over in their favor and take this last set before the half. I like the fact here that Ezio in 3rd person doesn't have a or didn't have a turret there. That was pretty interesting. Or I'm sorry, barcode didn't have it. We do see TIE Fighter. Oh, nice! Able to pick up 2 there. SwC and Ezio both getting picked up. But we do have the tanker able to find him out. 8-8 right now. If they can get this cap, which it does look like they will be able to do so, or another kill. Yes, we are going to be going into the half. 4-3 in favor of Existence. This is probably the tightest game that we've had so far on Giant Shadow. So this is definitely looking up. So pretty interesting to see how that match went. You got to think though, Deuce, had the barcode player right there for Strangers not dropped, that probably would have been a completely different scoreline. I would almost have to say that it would be like maybe a 5-2 in the favor of Strangers, especially there towards the beginning where honestly Existence wasn't getting any kind of kills.
Oh yeah, for sure. I mean, if you look at Cryfax, how he was able to be aggressive while he wasn't there and get 8 kills. Once the tanker came back up, he had to play so passive and from so far away that it totally changed how they were able to play. So for sure, this is going to be interesting. That they're essentially 5-on-5 again.
Well, now we are going to go ahead and swap sides. We'll see who is going to be able to come out on top here in this match. Very even. Like I said before, 4-3, very easy to come back from this. Don't have to really get too worried about it. They are going to have generally the better side of this map. Not that you can't win from the other side, but it is generally the better side. So we'll see how they're going to be coming right out of the gate. Now, if you are eXz here, you did have, I mean, yeah, it's kind of nice going into this half a little bit up on points, but really you got to be a little bit worried. They were not putting down the numbers that we normally have seen them put down in the past. I mean, honestly, it was nothing for SwC to be up in the 20s right about now. Bounce as well, getting up in the high 18, 19s, you know, possibly even 20s himself at this particular time in the match. So, you know, that's got to be a little worrisome if they're not playing to what they really normally play to. There's the start. Lots of nades are going to be coming out. Mortar support going to go ahead and get a lot of damage onto that B house. Spade is about half health at the moment. Jose de Coin, though. Oh my God, Spade just killed himself? No, that was SwC able to get a limpet charge across the edge of the B house. We'll be able to get at least one frag. And something that we've talked about before is how SwC is just so damn good using all the tools that to his advantage in these matches. And he's going to be able to pick up another one there. Can he pick up a third? No, he cannot. So low on health. And Jose de Coin will be able to take him out. Penegro all the way in the back half of the spawn, as well as Xanax. I think they did get a pretty good cleanup there onto that B site. That will be 3 tickets on the board for them at the moment. They are going to be able to get this B cap. I don't think there's going to be really any time for eXz to get onto that B site to kind of halt this. But this is definitely not looking good. Look at how far up Jose de Coin is already at Ivy. And he can tear them a new one with this gun right here on the medic class.
We have taken objective butter.
And it looks like we are going to be seeing our 8th set going into the favor here. If they can hold on to this B point. A lot of mortars are going to be going down. And we do see the push now coming in. Xanax and Ezio. TIE Fighter not in the best of positions there to hold it. He was low on health, but we do see the medic here for Strangers trying to get a couple of shots in. Will only be able to get 3, not quite the kill. Now that B site will be ticking on over. Crazy to see how back and forth this match is so far. Nobody has been able to claim this first set in the second half just yet. But we are going to be seeing eXz getting very, very close there. 7 tickets right now on the board.
Heads up, smoke going out.
We have taken objective butter.
Ezio here realizes there's going to be somebody over onto the hotel side. And try and wait them out. Maybe somebody's going to make a little bit of a mistake. Come on in. I think Strangers is going to try and get a couple of frags, maybe some just massive damage in on these players before they make this push in onto this B side, but doesn't really look like they're connected much here. The support class is now going to be heading out. Oh, it does look like Ezio goes down though. That is going to be Jose de Coin able to get the kill there. SwC on the other side right here by Logs gets the call out. Realizes there are a couple of players sitting inside B house. SwC will end up getting picked up.
You want those wounds packed?
Ezio now going to be following up, trying to with a revive potentially, but no, misses out. There are going to be 2 players transitioning there, getting a little bit aggressive. He wasn't really expecting that. Xanax also gets picked up, and that is going to be full wipe there onto that B site. And they will be able to get control of it. Unfortunately, not before the set has changed, but they're already 6 tickets in to this 9th set. And they are pushed up so aggressive right now. SwC is actually right next to TIE Fighter here, right on the other side of the building. He does end up going down once again. SwC, he's able to get that limpet charge kill. He does end up killing himself, but he did take out at least 1 aggressor that was on their side of the map.
We have taken objective butter.
And we should be seeing this set going into the favor right here of Strangers. We do see a flank coming in from Existence, though. And Jose DeCoin is going to be pushing up into Hotel. Does look like Spade will be able to get the first kill.
That's first aid for you. You're injured. I can help.
Medics are definitely proven to be valuable here on this map. As you can see, they don't save the tickets, unfortunately, but they do put those players up in very critical positions. 4-5 now inside these sets, and we are going to be seeing Spade, yes, getting revived. So the pressure is going to be continuing here on this Hotel side. Does look like B-House now getting cleared out. Oh, nice pick up there. Cryfex does end up going down. So no armor is on the board currently. For Existence, that is definitely a huge deal. We do see more and more players starting to get picked up. Synergy now going down. That's probably one of the ¡1 fraggers on this team. You definitely want him up and running. They didn't spot out the player right behind. That's going to be Ezio there. You can hear the footsteps all around him. See if he's going to make a play or wait for these players to go ahead, push up, and try and go in with his teammates. We are going to be seeing another set on the board, so we are all tied up 5-5 as Existence losing control of this match. Ezio getting a couple of spots in, let his teammates know exactly where these players are going to be at. He will be able to take down the squad leader. That is a big deal. Reinforcements are now going to have to come all the way back from that alpha flag. And now is the time to push, and we are seeing exactly that. Infantry now flooding into that B site. We do see Synergy taking up residence, as well as Penegro inside this B house. Now, this could be a little bit dangerous here. If we do see the mortar support to start raining down shells onto this B house, it's a lot of splash damage that you have to deal with.
That's first aid for you.
Cheers for that.
And they will be able to get the neutralize there onto that B site.
Bastards are vulnerable. Come on, help me, help me.
And we are going to be seeing Xanax trying to get up into a rooftop situation there. Will not be able to be successful. Tank will spot him out. Takes quite a bit of damage there as well. And we'll see if Strangers will be able to clear this out. They have gotten absolutely no points on this 11th set here. And they know that one death is going to go ahead and tick on the set point to the other team. And there we have it, 6-5 right now. Next set here is really going to be crucial, as we do not want to see, or at least Strangers does not want to see Existence getting into that 7th, possibly match point. Mortars are going to be coming out, trying to get a couple of splash damage shots on these players. Not going to be successful, it doesn't look like. And Existence has a really tight grip right now onto this B site. You can see kill feed is lit up all blue. They have a player sitting over here onto logs, one on B building. Nice shot coming in from the tank, taking down any kind of cover that Berg might have had. Big flank going to be coming in over here next to hotels, but Ezio is waiting for it. And he has been able to spot at least one, gets the assist. He knows there's going to be another one there too as well. It does look like his teammate Synergy will be able to take him down. So fantastic hold so far as that 7th set in their favor. 2 tickets already on the board. Remember, 8 sets will be able to take the win here. And it's looking like Existence being able to... I think Ezio there's having a little bit of fun with Synergy there. But 8 sets will be able to take the win. So this is going to be match point. 6 more tickets before map 1 is in their back pocket. Oh, but we do see a shot coming in from the top. That it will be Berg able to take down at least one. We'll be marching on in to this B house, trying to get this point. He's going to take a lot of damage. Nice timing there from Xanax. Will be taken down.
We are losing objective.
Penegro all alone onto this B site. He can hear the footsteps will be spotted, will be taken down. Can they burn this flag fast enough? As we do see TIE Fighter not able to make it happen there onto that B side. So we are going to be seeing map number 1 going in favor of eXz. And a little bit more of what we're used to seeing from Synergy there. 25 and 14. He was definitely racking up the kills there towards the end. And Penegro actually had a really good game as well. 19 and 11. Not that we don't ever see him playing well. It's just that normally he is not the heavy fragger on that team. And we are going to be seeing on the other side of the board. Oh, 20 and 15 there for Jose DeCoin. He was doing some really good work for the Strangers with Candy. But in the end, wasn't enough. But again, had they have had their battle mechanic there at the very beginning of the match, could be talking a lot different here in this particular map 1.
I mean, it's a pity that SwC played like this poorly in the second half, because you know they were still in a good position going into the stronger side of the map, and you know it's unlucky. They just couldn't get the kills anymore.
Absolutely. All right, so now we are going to be going into our next map, which will be on Sinai Desert. This one is going to be a little bit different here, as it will be a King of the Hill style. First team to 4 sets will be able to take the win. Out of what we just saw here, Deuce, who do you think is going to be the favorite there in that map?
I mean, possibly SwC. I haven't seen eXz playing as well on Sinai in the past, but maybe they just recovered form here after this. That this is a strong showing. This could be a little bit demotivating if you're SwC. So I don't know. It could go either way, in my opinion.
Whoever wins this match will be moving on, and they will be facing off against the loser of Apex and I've hit the wrong button here, guys. I do apologize. There we go. I don't think that showed up on the stream, but everything just went haywire there for a second, guys. Oh, man. We're getting it going. We're getting it going. So anyways, they are going to be facing off against the loser of Fabe and Apex, which should be a pretty interesting match. I think you mentioned it earlier, Deuce, that this is the old Fabe roster.
Yes, correct. They all ditched Centric to make their own team.
So that's
some problems in the team. That's
going to be pretty interesting if they actually end up playing against each other here. First, they have to take down eXz here in Sinai Desert, as well as on a potential Amains. So we'll see if that is going to be the case. And right here, guys, we are going to be having Synergy.
We have taken objective apples.
Alright guys, do apologize for the names being on the wrong side, as the hosts have been switched. We'll have to try and do a little bit of a fix there.
We are losing objective apples.
Here they come! Go in the back! Take your duck aim!
objective apples. We have lost objective
All right,
apples.
guys, so we have fixed those names back there. Do apologize for that. Does look like, though, we are going to be seeing Existence coming out on top in the frag as well as the capture flag. So far, they are going to be 6 sets ahead. And we do see a little bit of an attack happening here for Strangers. And they are managing to get it almost completely grayed out, but not quite. Ty is going to be able to do a really great job of flanking. He was able to pick up 2 kills. And we do see Existence with their tank setting up on top of the ridge. That is definitely a powerful position to be in. But if you don't have any infantry to actually stop this burn happening on the flag, well, it doesn't really matter much there in the end. And he's going to be able to do quite a bit of damage there to Cryfax as the tank does go ahead, back on up, maybe try and get a little bit of help there from his teammates. He is going to be out of his tank. No more mortars are going to be coming down to kind of stop that. But A has now swapped possession here to Strangers. They're going to go ahead and put some points up on the board, 2-6 now in this very first set. We are going to be seeing Spade getting picked up. Berg is going to be over there on that high side flank, but they have absolutely no AT over here. And we do see Spade now getting revived, so this could be the opportunity here. Cryfax is still a little bit low, but no, he gets picked up. And really, Spade should have been prioritizing that tank. He had to have known that something was up there on that ridge, at some position on the ridge at least. But Cryfax will be able to clean up everything there on top of that ridge. TIE Fighter, once again, is going to be coming around the backside of that alpha point. Barco does end up going down. Penagro is just doing some work as he's picked up 2 players. Cryfax picking up the 3rd. They will be able to get the clear onto that alpha point, and they are going to start racking in those points once again. Spade could have made all the difference in the world there, but he just did not notice that that tank was right on the other side of the rocks. We do see some really good smoke coming out right here for Spade, but I think Cryfax is going to know exactly what's going to be up. Should be looking over here towards the snow for anybody coming in. And Spade, let's see you get out those nades. No, not the limpet charge, the nades, and he doesn't get any damage whatsoever onto the tank.
We are losing
Some
objective
bad decision making there on his part. And it does look like control for the ridge is completely in the possession right now of Existence. And we should be seeing that alpha flag being burned the rest of the way into their favor. 8 tickets to 4 in this first set. Really not going to be any chance whatsoever here as Synergy is on the hunt. He knows there's at least one guy setting up inside the smoke. We'll be able to spot him out, takes him out. And that is going to be that there, guys. We are going to be heading into our next set as they have absolutely no time to get onto the flag and get this burn in their favor. Now, set number 2 here, which is going to be on the B flag, is a little bit, I would say, better flag for teams. It's usually a lot more contested on Bravo. A lot of buildings, a lot of flanking routes, a lot of areas for you to kind of push on in, get a little bit more of an advantage than what we do see onto that alpha site, which is very, very difficult once you do get pushed back to your spawn, which is exactly what we saw there. Existence was able to push Strangers all the way back to their spawn. There wasn't really any place for them to go. And we are going to be seeing a very heavy push over here on the set 3 side of the map. Jose DeCoin already getting in onto that B site. We'll be able to secure it. But all of the players here for Existence are going to be kind of bottled up. As we do see Synergy able to get a little bit of damage there onto the tank. Cryfax playing extremely defensive here. Xanax cleaning up some players back behind their kits here. We'll be able to take them down. Synergy looking pretty good in his position. Penagro is now going to be making his way back up into that B site. So what was a pretty good push there really faltered As soon as we get some players onto this B site here for Existence, they should be able to get this cap back fairly quickly. TIE Fighter is going to be able to push back Cryfax. I like what Spade is doing here in this flank. He needs to get a little bit more aggressive, though, as he's not really helping out too much here with his team. He needs to put some pressure there onto Synergy, and he will be able to take him down. So really good play there, getting onto that flank. Now Ezio has to go ahead and back on up. Will get taken out by the tank. Barco doing a fantastic job here in the tank of staying alive this round, managing to do a little bit more damage than what we've seen Cryfax doing. They did hold on to this flag, did not let it up at all. And as I said before, it was a pretty contested B-side, but that has not been the case here so far. Penegro is going to go ahead and go down. It looks like, no, TIE Fighter not able to do the damage he needed to. Penegro still up and alive with 18 health. But 7 tickets already on the board, 0 here for Existence, and Penegro will end up going down. Cryfax, I think he's looking to get a little bit aggressive here. Don't know if he wants to go ahead and push it. He needs to go ahead and just push it. They're running out of time. And there is the gray out onto the flag. So an opportunity now for Existence to make a comeback here onto the site. Nice shots coming in from Ezio there, as he just saw him crossing the corner. Will be able to take him down. And now we do see the first points getting on the board here for Existence.
Watch it, pal!
So in this situation here, Deuce, when you're trying to make this retake and you are strangers, what exactly do we need to be doing? Do we need to have anybody flanking? Do we need to have all 5 players trying to hit the same side? What exactly should they be doing?
I mean, to be honest, I would split it up a bit. You know, I mean, that far right flank is kind of empty all the way on top. And I mean, they're looking, but if you go around the wall, you can't really see that coming in. And as you can see, like the whole eXz lineup right now is just focusing on the bottom side where they are. I think it's just maybe too much of an obvious flank, and I'd just be concerned with something like that.
Well, we did see the flank getting taken down by Synergy there. Must have heard maybe a jump or maybe a fall coming out of the building or something like that, and able to spot him out. We do see a couple of players trying to go in around on that right side, like you were saying. Actually, they're on the side of the Existence here, and they did end up getting picked up. They need to get onto the flag, though, very, very quickly, as it's now 7-7 sets.
Losing objective butter.
We do see Xanax getting a couple of shots there from afar, but Penegro, which, I mean, honestly, he's doing a fantastic job this game so far. He's able to pick up some of that fragging ability that we don't have now that Bounce has kind of taken a little bit of a breather here today. But Penegro spots out the tank. He's going to go ahead and get some damage going down. B-site's still going to be going into the favor right now of Strangers. 8-7 tickets, as we do see Spade and Berg trying to get that burn as quickly as possible. Cryfax going to go ahead and get aggressive. There is no armor, actually, to back up these 2 players sitting on top of B, but still not quite able to get it. 9 tickets there, so they cannot let this flag go whatsoever. Existence is sitting in a very good spot if they can clean up these kills, and they don't. Both of the players onto that B side do end up dying. And the spawns that are going to be coming in, does look like Synergy going to go in for a wide flank himself. Maybe Cryfax is going to go over there and help him out a little bit, but Ezio gets killed almost instantly. And this is not looking good. I think we just see a tie in sets going down right now. Just no time for Existence to get onto the flag, and there it is. So we are going to be 1-1 heading into flag C, or set number 3. Now this one right here is a pretty interesting flag. This is probably my favorite flag out of all 3 of them to play. And there's so many different places you can place your tank. You can place it up on top of the ridge. You can kind of play in the middle part, like if you're up on top of the ridge towards the middle of it, catch people that are trying to reinforce and push in. You can also play the tank down onto the C flag itself. There are a couple of places that you can kind of sit in on it, especially if you have some smokes. Very effective there. But you can also play back behind the C flag over in that little general direction there. And all of them are pretty good places for the tank to sit, and they do change the dynamic of the map and how you play it. Very exciting to see. Now, I do want to go on board right now with Penegro. He's been playing very, very well so far. We'll see if he's going to be able to get a couple of frags here on this edge. He knows there's 2 players right on the other side of this, and we have actually a stalemate here onto the site itself, so this is pretty interesting. Penegro, oh, takes a mortar right to the head, so he's not going to be able to stay up for too much longer. He does have a medic there to help him out with those revives, but Berg just takes heart or synergy right off of the map. He says, get out of here, buddy. And now Xanax is going to be trying to get those reinforcements back in, but he's getting pushed from 2 different directions. Will end up going down. Synergy has been able to spawn back in, but can he actually do anything in the situation? He's getting pushed from everywhere, and no, he cannot. The hipfire is not that good on the gun, and they have completely been overwhelmed onto that C site. Really curious to see exactly where the tanker is at. Yep, he's going to be playing that high-riz position. Cryfax trying to switch it up just a little bit. See if he can find maybe a couple of infantry kills to help out his team push in onto that C flag, but there's not a whole lot to go on from. And I like the way, Deuce, that we've seen the players here from Strangers kind of spread on out once they get that flag. I kind of like the positions that they're taking up here.
Oh yeah, it's definitely important that you don't just cluster up and you can hit people from various different directions. So you can even call out various pushes. If you're all going to sit together, you know, one guy can just flank and get everyone.
Absolutely. And we are going to be seeing right now, Jose. Oh, yeah, he doesn't want to tangle with that tank. And here's what I was talking about before. The tank can play down onto the C site, and he has some relatively good cover. Oh, my God. Synergy just got ripped there by Jose de Coin. And Tank deciding, you know what? I don't really want to play there. I think Cryfax can actually play. I'd like to see him push that, be a little bit more aggressive there on the backside of C. I think that if he had at least 1 or 2 infantry players there with him, they could really cause some havoc onto the site. But 7-0 right now. Now this is exactly the way what we saw over there onto B site, and we did see have Existence actually make a comeback and get about 9 tickets of their own, but they are by no means close to that kind of positioning. Penegro, though, still onto that C site. He does get picked up by Spade. And I believe we should be seeing 1 more push. Yeah, we're going to have 1 more push coming out right now from Existence. They got to make it happen right now. Spade is in a really good spot right here. He's going to be able to have the backside of all of these players coming around, but he kind of alerted him to his position. He hasn't been able to get any kills yet. He'll be able to take down 1. He's very low on health. Picks up Penegro, and there you have it. He was able to stall it out just enough to get set number 3. Now going up 2-1 in this map as we head back on over to that A flag, but swapping sides. Reading a little bit of the chat here, guys, on stream. We got EA Never Lies there saying that Cryfax is like a soccer mom. Comes to drop off the kids and then drives away. Oh, I love it. I love it. All right, so swapping sides. Now, we have seen flag caps going down for Strangers onto this alpha site. They did a fairly decent job, although their AT assault guy probably could have done a little bit better up there on the reg. He actually had, I think, 2, maybe 3 chances to do some damage to Cryfax, kind of push him back a lot more than what he did, maybe even kill the tank, but just wasn't able to connect with anything or get anything really in that direction. But we'll see if they're going to be able to make a comeback here, take this match. Remember, it is going to be the first of 4 sets, so we are going to be seeing, at the very least, another fight happening here on A and B. We'll see if Existence is going to be able to make it happen, potentially take it into overtime. Here we go. See if anybody's going to be having a massive flank. That is not the case. Looks like both teams are pretty much staying together. You do see Burr going up for that ridge position. If he can get this first frag here on Synergy, that would be massive. He is using that the squad leader with the sniper. And he is taking quite a bit of damage. He needs to go ahead and back on up. But the tank is getting aggressive with him. I don't know if the tank really wants to push this as a Synergy. Oh, gets his head ripped off. Berg is doing a fantastic job of getting some pressure on, but the medic is going to be up there. So really that was all for naught. Now I want to see what Barcode is actually going to be doing here. He will be going ahead, pressuring what may be a disadvantage if Synergy is still alive. Synergy did back up. It looks like no, he did get taken down by Spade. And we will be seeing very low health coming in for both of these tanks. Barcode picking up at least one more frag there towards the very end. That means nobody is going to be coming in for those spawns. A site will be going into the favor right now of Strangers. So no sets on the board here for Existence. Jose DeCoin making sure that nobody's going to be going in for any kind of a crazy flank. I like the fact right here that we are going to be seeing TIE Fighter going in for a couple of mortar shots onto these players, trying to reinforce. Really good cross shots coming in as well. Spade able to pick up some damage on one. Berg able to take down another one. Xanax is doing all that he can to get onto this site, but you know what? That is not going to happen there, buddy. Synergy now the last man alive onto the backside of A. No smokes, it looks like, for him to throw, try and maybe get a little bit of concealment going down. And Berg is doing a fantastic job here with the sniper. Now, one of the things that I do want to point out with the sniper, I don't know if it was you, Deuce, that I was talking about this with in a cast or another one, but we were kind of mentioning the fact that the snipers, while they may not be actually getting kills, what Berg is doing right here by getting these shots into him, I mean, he's chipping them down to 80 health, 88 health, 91 health. He's taking a lot of that health away to where even if they get spit on by another player, they're going to get taken down. And that is a big deal. He's able to slow a lot of those pushes. And it's really just difficult to move around on this particular map, on this particular point as well.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, it's definitely like having a second tank because you're literally able to control different areas of the map with that. And like you said, if you're not getting kills, even if you're getting those body shots, essentially you're forcing those guys to like, hold on the push, to go behind a rock, heal up again, or just straight up, you know, get one shot like there, right there, with Xanax being taken down.
Absolutely. Now we do see the tank getting those shots in from afar. Doing a pretty decent job. Jose trying to push up and get aggressive. He does end up going down. 2 tickets left to go before this 4th set is in their back pocket. They will be going up 3-1. So we have literally 1 push left. They got to make it happen right now. If they don't, they just won't have the time. They got to pile in on that flag, and they have to just make sure that they can get it neutralized as soon as possible. And there's no way they're going to make it. There's no way that they make it up here. There's some contesting going down onto Alpha. There's going to get 1, 2, and oh my God, they made it. They did at the last second. They were able to get the neutralized there, and we could potentially be seeing a swing. They're winning out on the burn. 3 players are going to be setting up on top of Water Tower. It is 9 tickets to 0. Cryfax is trying to do some damage in the tank, but he's getting hit from the mortars. Has to go ahead and back off. But the infantry fight is going into the favor of Existence here. They're winning it. They've been able to clean up every single player. And, oh, Barcode, he's got to be careful. He's going in for the tank. Now, if he trades out with the tank, that's going to be great, but he's got so much health now on the Cryfax. This might be a terrible play, as we do see Cryfax able to win out in that fight. And now they are going to be able to get their first point, second point now on the board. That was a huge push going down. Existence made it literally like, I mean, a fraction of a second just in time in order to make that happen. And now they have the armor. They have the positioning. They have Synergy up on top of Ridge. This is not a good position to be in if you are Strangers right now. But then again, Caster speaking too soon, as we do see 3 players starting to go down here for Existence. Strangers doing a pretty good job, even with the tank having a presence here. At the very least, they are losing out on the burn. Can they get those reinforcements in? Ezio is trying to do some work. No, he doesn't end up going down. Cryfex has to be pushed back. And what was a really good push is going to be ending out on another good push without a tank, mind you, from Strangers. And they took A and making it look so damn easy there, as we are now 3-1. So it does look like eXz is going to go ahead and spread on out quite a bit. Their tank not electing to push up very far over onto the flank with Synergy here. Nobody getting onto the flag just yet from Strangers. eXz might actually get a free cap here. Oh, no, they do not, as some pretty good shots going down. Berg able to pick up 2. Synergy and Ezio both going down there. Berg finally does get picked up. We're going to be seeing Xanax right behind here, the burning tank. Winning out onto the flag at the moment. And this is do or die time here for eXz. Remember, guys, we need to be seeing them capture 4 sets in order to win this match. eXz able to push in, get the majority of the players onto the flag. Cryfax is in a decent position here for his tank, as it should be getting more and more players spawning back in from that squad leader position. Berg electing to go for the autoloader here. This is a little bit more close quarter, so I can definitely see why he would want to go for that choice. And we'll see if this push is going to be successful here, guys. 4 infantry players going on a wide flank. And you see Barco coming out of spawn at the moment. And this could be disastrous here, as we do see Synergy coming around the backside. He is spotted out, though. Jose to coin, knowing something was going to be up, taking him down. Beautiful job there. Ezio will be set up by Burning Tank. Spotting a couple of players crossing, realizing there is going to be somebody on their flank. Oh, he hits this long-range shot, so that is going to be fantastic. He doesn't. But again, they still have players sitting onto the flag. And with this revive, they should be able to win out once again. So they are 6-0 in terms of set, and they are looking fantastic on this B point. Spade is pushed up in a little bit of an awkward position. He was able to pick up at least 1. And there we go, a second one going down. That's going to be Spade getting picked up. As we do see Ezio now getting a little bit aggressive here on the other side of the map. Closer to the spawn, should be able to catch a couple of players trying to come back in onto that B site. But this is getting in a little bit of desperation mode on this particular point. If we do want to see Strangers taking this map right here, right now. And there's the first kill, picks up the second one. Beautiful pickups. Will he be able to take a third? And he does. That's going to be Ezio shutting down any kind of a push coming in onto that B site. And that should be the win right here and right now. I don't really see anybody able to spawn in fast enough onto that B flag from spawn. Nope, that is not going to happen. So we are going to be going into a 6th set. Still going to be match point. But this is an opportunity here for eXz to try and take it into overtime. So this was a flag that we did see some really good dominance happening here for Strangers. We'll see if that's going to be the case again. Synergy but not getting on the flag just yet. but they should be able to get the cancel out here pretty soon. That did happen. Berg, though, electing to get out really wide here, trying to find a little bit of a flank. Not able to get any kind of angles going down. He needs to be careful, though, because you do not want to die before you capture out on this flag. And we are going to be seeing Penegro getting a little bit aggressive there.
I'm kind of concerned with Berg being so aggressive when he's the leader. Like, he shouldn't be the one furthest up compared to the rest of his team.
I can kind of see what you're talking about, because you don't want, especially because if he is suppressed, that means that he's not going to have anybody spawning in on him. But, you know, with that autoloader, if he is able to get those frags, then more power to him. As we having Spade picking up Synergy, that is a big kill here on this flag. Synergy has been known to be a bit of a heavy fragger on these flags, and he's going to be able to take down another one too. Spade really showing up here. And there's a limpet charge going down. Not going to be able to get anything, I believe, as that wall is not one that can be destroyed. But he's going to go ahead and back on up. Still canceling out on this burn. So nobody is able to score just yet. Remember, guys, kills mean absolutely nothing in terms of tickets. But look at this. His teammates are dying all around him. Penegro and Ezio both getting frags. The smokes are going to be coming out. Should be seeing a push coming in. Jose will come around the corner, but looks like the shots will be taking him down. Berg is still going to be alive, but he's not going to be able to have anybody spawning in. He is so suppressed. Jose DeCoin's still going to be up and around. He is going to be the medic there for the team, so that will give them an opportunity to get some revives going up. Spade, oh my god, he just gets completely demolished by Ezio laying down. And still a 2-2 there, but the cap has gone in favor right now of Existence, so they will be able to get those first 2 points onto the board. Nice pickups there from Berg, as he did take down Ezio. That's the medic, actually, so Penegro needs to be careful. But we have actually seen Penegro in this exact position so many times in the past. Will he be able to pick up one? He does. He's 85 health, so he needs to be careful not to get too crazy here, but he does end up going down by the sweeper. Spade doing a really good job of getting quite a few frags here on this map. And now they are going to be able to get their 2 points onto the board. Get a little aggressive here with the tank. So pretty interesting. Now, Deuce, when you do get in this position where you are kind of pushed up, do you like the aggression that we're seeing out potentially here from Spade to go up for this tank maybe? Or get a little bit more pressure onto the infantry players?
I mean, if you can be patient enough on that spot so that the other team pushes in front of you and get a couple of kills, then yes, it's worth it. If you're gonna go there and then decide, like right now, I'm not gonna be patient, I'm gonna push them, then you're gonna get wrecked.
Well, definitely don't push them after the mortars come in. That's not a good one there. But we are going to be seeing... Oh, he's going to be caught right out. But no, he goes for the limpet. Limpet will not stick. But man, that would have been epic if it had of. You would have seen a lot of damage going down onto the tank. Infantry players are going to start pouring on in. As we do see the tank going down anyway. So Crythax getting a little bit aggressive. Looks like the combination of the mortar support and the tank there from Barcode will be able to take him down. So really good plays for Strangers as they are just cleaning up Existence one by one here onto that C flag. Nobody is left up alive. They will be able to continue on with this points. 7 now to 2.
First aid, use it.
And I think we got one more push here. One more push. Let's see if they can make it happen. As we do see the squad leader trying to push up there for Existence. Xanax not in the best position to fight back against an auto-loading. And I think that is going to be it. There is nobody here in a position to actually get onto the flag, try and cancel out that burn. And that is going to be the second map going in favor of Strangers. So we are going to be seeing Amains, which is the first time in a while that we have seen Amains happening here in this series of cups. Take a look at the scoreboard. We are going to be seeing Jose DeCoin going 24-15, 20-14 there for TIE Fighter, 26-11 for Berg. Now that's pretty interesting because you had mentioned earlier, Deuce, that you were kind of concerned with Berg getting very aggressive with that control leader because, well, quite frankly, he is the only way for those players to spawn back in on that front line section. But, you know, also it's kind of interesting because he really doesn't have the killing potential that we see from the raid leader in a lot of those instances, right? So he was really hitting those sniper shots. He was definitely hitting really good shots there with that autoloader because you only have 5 rounds with it. So really good on him to be able to come out 26 and 11. That's more than double positive. And he was able to get those spawn-ins from the rest of his team. So really good play from him. Spade going 19 and 20 for your AAT. And then the tank was looking really good as well. Barco did a fantastic job in that particular map. On the other side of the map, we do see Pentagram going 22 and 18. Again, he is doing a fairly good job here in this map. Xanax going 14 and 14. We kind of mentioned this before. Xanax seems to be one of those players that's a little bit more passive on it. He's kind of like my play style. I think I got to stay alive for as long as possible, make sure I get my players in. We do see 27 and 19 there from Synergy. That's pretty normal there. He's the top fragger there for the team, right up there with Bounce. And Ezio, 21 and 23. Having a little bit of struggling there to stay positive, but he did do some good work, especially onto that B point of getting some really good frags in a row there. So we are going to be heading into our next map, which is going to be on Amains. And yeah, should be a pretty good one. Our losers bracket, Existence versus Strangers with Candy. We'll see who's going to be able to come out on top here in this last and final one. It is going to be Existence on the defense first. And we'll see if they're going to be able to hold them off the entire time, or are they going to go ahead, give up a few sites. Now, this first site is, to me, it's probably one of the most balanced sites, feels like anyways. Second site is definitely weighted more towards the defenders. Third site, it's a little bit more difficult for the defenders once the attackers get over there next to the balcony. So we'll see if we're going to be able to see a quick and fast first flag cap here. This is going to be an attack defend game, and it is going to be scored 1 flag for 1 point for the attacking team. Defenders are going to try and go ahead and deny any and all flag caps. So let's go ahead and get on into it and see what is what. There's going to be a number of tickets here. Only 30 for the attacking team. So it definitely is going to be important for these guys to work together, communicate, and make sure that they do not die needlessly in this game. So Deuce, what exactly should we be seeing coming out right now from Existence? So far it looks like Barcode is going to be initiating things. But do you think that's a good idea?
I don't know, but I think you're in a situation right now where this one map is worth so much for both of these teams. So I think trying different things that maybe the opponent doesn't expect is maybe the way to go, or maybe it could cost you everything. But right now, as you saw, they tried something new, and well, they got a 3-man wipe. So.
Yeah, it does look like Ezio went on a little bit of a tear there, taking down Jose de Kornberg and Spade. But we are going to be seeing Cryfax now. Getting the heals onto his tank, so he should be up and ready for this next attack. So a little bit of a flub there, but they did save their armor, which is definitely going to be helping them out. See if they're going to be using Barcode here as another distraction to initiate any kind of attack coming in. We do have a big flank coming in, actually. Who is that? That is going to be Synergy. So we'll kind of keep an eye over there on the Synergy and see if he decides to go ahead and push up. But all 3 players are going to be waiting. 4 players, rather, are going to be pushing on in right now. We'll see if Ezio is going to be able to do the work that he needs to. Ezio able to pick up TIE Fighter. We do see Synergy now coming back around. Again, using all of his tools to try and clear out the backside of this B building, or the Alpha building. Ezio is set up inside. We'll see if he's going to go ahead and drop on down. Now, if you are in the second story, you cannot contest the flag, so they do need to get down on this bottom floor. It does look like they have been able to push them, for the most part, back and out of this position. Ezio, though, takes a lot of needless damage just at the last second, twitching away. And still not able to make any headway here. Both teams just at a stalemate onto this alpha flag. Ezio being extremely patient. Hart, though, may actually go in for the flank. He's able to pick up one. Ezio's going to get a little bit more aggressive. Not sure if he knows there's a guy to the left. He does, but oh my god, how does he live in that situation? Penegro was able to save his bacon there, but both of them eventually go down. SwC is going to go for a flank, able to pick up two, not going to be able to get the third, but Xanax is there, and he will be able to save it. Where was Barcode in that fight? I have to wonder. I don't know if he was just very low on health or what, but you know, you had to think that had the tank been there, that would have been a cap on that flag for sure. And once again, we are going to be seeing all of Existence spreading on out, getting in there to positions. We do see Xanax and Synergy all the way over on the other side of the map. I like this little spot that we see Xanax in. This is one of those spots where you just do not expect somebody to be. It's really good for a couple of initial kills really quick. Try and clear it up. And Synergy is doing a really good job of bottling them up, making sure nobody's going to go out for a flank. But we have to see some really good work coming in for the tanks here. We need to be seeing some infantry coming in back behind. They're lagging a little bit and might not actually be able to get onto the flag and do much damage at all. Synergy is going to be making his way back here as we will be seeing him get a couple of nades in on that tank. Barcode does have to go ahead and back on out, but they are getting a very quick neutralize here onto this flag. If they can stay alive down below, this is going to be huge, but the medic does go down. Jose DeCoin really taking a little bit more of an aggressive stance than what he needed to. So no revives are going to be coming in there. Penegro is still going to be up and alive down below. So for now, he is stalling out this push. Remember, if you are up above that first floor, you're not going to be doing much capping. So that player sitting up top, he's not really contributing too much other than the fact that he may be able to get some shots in on some spawning players. But it does seem like the spawns are going to be coming in for Strangers. They are winning out on the cap so far. Penegro needs to go ahead and make a move very quick. He's waiting maybe for Xanax to come on in. And here it is. He makes the first turnaround. We'll be able to pick up one, two, not quite the third, but he did a hell of a lot of damage there. And we do see more and more spawns coming on out. Synergy is going to be backed up. We do see Xanax also doing some work. Ezio able to pick up, or no, Xanax actually able to pick up all three of those kills. So close right there for Strangers. Penegro really communicating with his team, doing a fantastic job, knew exactly when he needed to push in, and was able to do all of the damage that he needed to. Spade and Berg trying to poke on in here. So far, not really finding anything just yet. Oh, Berg, though, he's going to get completely demolished. Spade will be able to spot him out, but can't turn fast enough. He does end up going down. Jose DeCoin trying to keep his teams up and alive, and that's going to be a full wipe. Armor is down as well. And I hate to call it very early here, Deuce, but man, without armor, do you see them being able to push in here?
No, it's going to be rough, but I mean, it's kind of disappointing because on a couple of situations, you know, even Barcode got a three-piece, and he missed a few shots going in when eXz was pushing back into the flag. So just a couple of plays that could have gone either way are ultimately deciding this side of the map.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. I mean, we've had a couple of them that are just swung. One person has really swung the whole engagement, but we do see a lot of players now focusing in. Ezio, oh my god, he is going to do so much damage here. He spots out one. 3 players are all spotted. He will be able to get all 3 players. Ezio right there. He's going to clean it up. He's like, you know what? This is game. I know it's game. We're going to pad my KD here. Beautiful job. Now, they did let one guy leak back behind him. That was not Berg. That was actually the tanker. He's not going to be able to do much back there, even against the tank. And that was beautiful play right there. Very smart play. And that is going to be that. We are going to go ahead and swap sides as 0 points on the board. Wow. Existence. They did a hell of a job right there on that defense. I really don't think I've ever seen at least in a match capacity, the very first point being held like that. Usually it's the second point that gets held, not the first one. Ezio, oh my God, 14-4, rocking it there in that first point, taking the lion's share of those kills, just smashing the other team.
Yeah, 14-4. That's crazy if you look at. I mean, both kills on both teams. It's crazy. And I mean, I would like to remind everyone that even if they do tie this map, eXz will win overall because they've earned more tickets. So they could use a tie. It doesn't matter to them.
So you heard it right there. It is do or die. We cannot have a tie here. Honestly, I don't think that we're going to be seeing strangers being able to hold. Ezio is playing really, really well. And Synergy is always a good fragger as well. If both of those guys really start getting in tune with each other, that's gonna be a hard duo to stop pushing in on this first point. I feel like the comms were just kind of messed up there, especially at the very start. You know, we had Barcode push in onto that alpha flag. It felt a little bit lacking with the infantry support right behind him. They weren't able to get onto it too fast. And then the second push, probably the one that I figured would be able to do the most damage, the tank was nowhere to be found. He was backed all the way out. I almost feel like the tank just needs to go ahead and get in there. Even if he goes down, if they would have capped that point, they would have already gotten a new tank. Going into the second point, it would have been perfectly fine.
Yeah, but like teams are pointing out, yeah, eXz has essentially won this because even if they hold them down to 0 points, it's a tie. And if they don't make the sector, and yeah, it's impossible for them to lose mathematically. So.
Yep. Well, we're going to be watching it anyways, so we'll see what is going to be going down here. So right now, Spade is going to be able to get that first kill there onto Penegro. But this is a lot different of a breakup than what we saw previously. We're seeing Synergy and is that Ezio? Nope. Xanax. No, it was Ezio. Kind of going around on the right flank. I think Synergy is actually looking for maybe some potentially aggressive players to get a couple of picks first before they move in. Wow, they are playing extremely slow here. Synergy is still worried about somebody being on their backside here. And he should be... Oh, no, he's going to get spotted right now. TIE Fighter, he's going to be making the check. We'll be able to spot him out, but Synergy's already got one nade into the tank. Not able to get a second one. TIE Fighter will be able to take him out. Do we see another push coming in from the front? Ezio is going to be able to make that play happen. Can he take down Spade here? As the mortar support is going to be coming in. Berg from the top doing as much as he possibly can, but it's not enough. Xanax will be able to stay up and alive right there. Maybe even get a couple of spawn beacons down. Get his teammates onto this site as quickly as possible. Spade now making his way inside the building. So you can get a couple of top-down shots there. We do have Barcode. Going to get a couple of frags here. Maybe push back Trifax. Jose DeCoin spotting out Xanax. Will be able to take him down. Don't really agree with Xanax pushing up that aggressively, but he does have a medic there that maybe keep him alive, and he is. He's going to be able to get away, so still going to be able to keep those spawn beacons, crucial spawn beacons down. But Spade dropping right into the mix of it, able to take down 1, 2, 3 of them go down. They are going to be at a clean wipe there. Cryfax will not be able to help in that situation. And that was a fantastic play there from him. Able to really take them out with all of the craziness that was happening there. And we are going to be having a failed push coming in for Existence. So once again, just waiting to see where the push is going to be taking place from. Spade will be able to once again take down Penegro. Looks like he did at the start of the match. See Spade get the second one here. He's done a fantastic job on this defensive round. Will end up going down. No push yet though from Existence. Zeta Coin doing a little bit of damage. I'm gonna go ahead and decide to back on up, but Synergy will be able to take him down. So great shots coming in there. Spade getting stuck on the glass. That's never a fun thing. But it does look like they are getting slowly but surely cleaned up here. And that alpha flag now getting neutralized, going into the favor here of Existence. Barcode getting a little bit aggressive. And we'll have to go back and forth here with Cryfax as Synergy also going to be making his way up. 20 tickets left, so plenty of tickets to make things happen. 3 players still going to be up and alive. Berg is going to be down below. We'll see if he can make something happen. He will be able to take down 1. He gets picked up himself. Xanax also going down. The revives are going to be coming in. Pulls out the secondary, takes down Penegro. And they are going to be able to hold once again here on this alpha flag. Now, Cryfax is getting pushed. It looks like he will end up going down. We do see the tank there. Maybe checking around the corner. That was going to be Barcode for a couple of extra players. Didn't see anybody just yet. And now Spade is taking a very aggressive position as well. 16 tickets left. 2 minutes and 50 seconds for Existence to try and make this play. Spade will be able to regain his health. Should be good for another engagement. Spade here spotting out Penegro. Not able to connect with any of those shots. No damage going down on Penegro. He doesn't know there's a player right underneath him. But it doesn't matter. Barcode's going to be able to spot him out. Ezio does get picked up. 2 minutes now left on the clock for Existence to put together a push. And to be honest right now, it does look like Synergy sitting all the way in the back there. I don't know if he was worried about anybody coming around or if he's just trying to burn the time down because they know they've already won. But nobody is going to be making any kind of move at all. Xanax is going to be staying back. Penegro is going to be staying back. Looks like they are indeed going to be burning this time. Possibly waiting in for their tank to come on up, which should be happening here in about 6 seconds. And this is a pretty unnerving position to be in if you are the defending team, just trying to figure out where exactly these players are going to be coming in from, what they are doing. There it is. Yeah, they were waiting for the tank. So we do see Synergy now going in for a very heavy flank. Don't know if we're going to be having any kind of a feint there onto the right-hand side if you are the defending team. Cryfax, though, He's going to be poking out just a bit. We'll see if he can get a pretty decent line there onto Barcode. He will be able to get at least one shot off. There it is. That's going to be pushing back the tank. Not quite going to be connecting with that second kill or second tank shot. And Berg is all alone in a very precarious situation. He does have a player underneath him. And he has spotted him out. Will be able to take down Xanax. Fantastic job from him. The second one going to be coming in from train cars. Doesn't even need to worry about it. Spade will be able to take him down. And that is going to be another really good hold happening here. Synergy is all the way into the back. He does get cleaned up. Cryfax is now left in a weird and awkward position. He might just go ahead and run away as well he should, but he did run into another player as well. Doesn't even matter. That is going to be it, as we did run out of time. So we are going to be 0-0 on Amains, but as Deuce has stated, the winner is going to be Existence just purely on tickets. So congrats there. And yeah, we are going to be heading on into our next match, which is going to be, I believe, the winner bracket final. That is going to be Fabe versus Apex.